Hello, Staples leaders, and welcome to the Leadership Coffee Break with me, Clark Stark. Have you been waiting around for the perfect training program for your position or career development plans? Well, have I got the answer for you? It's you. Take ownership of your development. Go out to Talent Track and search for a training program, or watch a video, or maybe download a business book summary from the Staples Professional Development Library. If you're looking for a suggestion, I recommend reading over the business book summary, Take Charge of Your Talent. The link can be found in the Attachments tab to the left. And remember, the key to your development is you. So take advantage of that resource and have fun developing yourself. This month's guest is Julie Johnson, who is a senior training manager with Staples, an all-around training guru and expert. Welcome to the show, Julie.
It's great to be here, Clark.
So as an expert and all-around guru of training, what topic did you want to talk about and share with the viewers of the Leadership Coffee Break?
Clark, I wanted to talk to your viewers today about giving feedback. Feedback is an extraordinarily powerful tool when it comes to improving performance and strengthening team relationships. But it's not always easy to do. So I wanted to share some tips with your audience.
That's a great topic, and a very detailed topic at that. Do you have some specific tips, techniques, or maybe best practices to delivering feedback and getting results?
Absolutely, Clark. So I have selected 7 tips or best practices about how to deliver feedback that has a positive impact on results. First, communicate caringly. Second, link feedback to the interests and goals of the person that you're talking to. Third, ask permission. Make sure that the person that you're talking to is ready to have this conversation. Fourth, avoid negative phrases. Language can be very important. Fifth, be specific. Sixth, act quickly. And finally, pick the right place to have this conversation.
Those seem like some great tips to follow. I did have a few questions. When you say communicate caringly, can you explain a little more about that?
Yes, communicate caringly means that you want to make it clear that you're providing feedback because you care about the other person and that you're invested in their success. Make sure all aspects of your communication support this, not only the words that you use, but also your body language, facial expressions, the tone of your voice, and how you respond and listen to what they might have to say. The absolute worst thing or most counterproductive thing that you might do would be to give somebody feedback when you're angry. And what can happen is that'll come across as just a negative attack on the person. They'll just feel blasted personally. And in the end, you end up ruining both the relationship and you don't get what you want, which is for them to improve. So make sure that you're coming from a place of caring and commitment to the other person's success.
I was also wondering if you could share a little bit more about avoiding negative phrases or picking the right place.
Sure. Let's start with avoiding negative phrases when speaking. Negative phrases tend to discourage and exclude other people. So phrases like, I don't think, or you shouldn't, or you can't. This can put other people on the defensive and cause them to shut down or disregard the feedback that you're giving them. So instead, be encouraging and use phrases or questions that can start a positive conversation about future behavior. Something like, what if we tried to, or have you considered doing this? Here, let me give you an example. Instead of a comment like, you can't have any more tardies, try asking, what would it take to make sure that you were able to arrive on time every day?
That's very important information to keep in mind. How about the details on picking the right place?
That's exactly where I was going next, Clark. Picking the right place. It's important to identify the best place to have this conversation. When you're deciding where to give the feedback, think about who you'll be talking with. Is it a direct report or a manager or maybe a peer? And then also, how serious is the matter that you'll be discussing? This will help you decide if it's better to have the conversation in a conference room or private office, or maybe it's a discussion you might have over lunch. Wherever you do decide to talk, make sure that you have enough privacy so that you can have the discussion without others overhearing and without too many disruptions.
That does seem important. If you're looking to have a feedback conversation about a serious policy violation, inviting the person out for coffee isn't exactly the right place.
That's correct, Clark. I have additional resources providing more insight on how to give feedback. Is there a way that you could share this information with your viewers?
Absolutely. I'll attach the job aid to the attachments tab to the left.
That would be perfect.
Julie, thank you so much for joining us this month. We hope to have you back again in the future.
Clark, it was my pleasure. I've really enjoyed it, and I'd be happy to come back to Leadership Coffee Break anytime.
Again, thank you for watching the Staples Leadership Coffee Break with me, Clark Stark. Don't forget to share your feedback on the last slide.